Great news for Apple Watch users here in the United States. So after about more than a year without blood oxygen feature on the newer models, it is officially back in action, but it's not quite what we remember. So let's walk through it together of the redesign process, how it works, and what to do if it actually doesn't turn back on. So first, a quick trip down memory lane. So Apple launched blood oxygen monitoring in the Apple Watch Series 6 back in 2020. But in late 2023, Apple had to disable the feature on new Series 9 and Ultra 2 models that were sold in the United States. And this was due to a patent dispute with a company called Masimo and an import ban from the US ITC. So even though the hardware was capable and in the watches, the feature was legally blocked. So what happened to bring it back? A recent US custom ruling actually allowed Apple to roll out a workaround. So with the new iOS 18.6.1 feature for iPhone and watchOS 11.6.1 for Apple Watches, Apple has reintroduced a redesigned version of this feature. So rather than calculating the blood oxygen directly on the watch now sends the raw sensor data to your iPhone, which does the processing instead. So your results now appear in the Health app's respiratory section like they always did, but this is where you actually find the raw number, and your Apple Watch will direct you there with a notification from your iPhone. So now, how does this work? First, you have to update your iPhone to iOS 18.6.1, then update your Apple Watch to watchOS 11.6.1, and then you're going to want to be able to launch the blood oxygen on your Apple Watch and take a measurement like usual. If it is your first time taking a blood oxygen, it's going to walk you through the steps and tell you that this is a new method to how it works. But don't worry, and then your iPhone is going to have a notification that'll bring you right to your blood oxygen level to see what your actual level was. And now don't worry, background measurements are still going to happen. Even if your watch isn't actively syncing to your iPhone, it essentially is going to store that and then push it to it later. So it's essentially going to store the data and then push it to your watch to your iPhone for processing later. And you'll be able to view it in the iPhone app. Unfortunately, there's no way to view it directly from the watch right now, but let's compare the old method to the new method because a lot of people might not remember how simple this used to be. All right, so the pre-2024 method is where you would just run it on your watch, you'd open the app, click start, and it would count down 15 seconds and show you directly what your reading is. So you can just see, blood oxygen is at 95%. Now, if you have a newer Apple Watch, Series 9, 10, or Ultra 2, now when you go ahead and run your Apple Watch to do your blood oxygen, it's still going to work like usual, still count down the 15 seconds, but instead it's going to tell you that your results need to be checked from your iPhone, similar to that of an EKG, but it'll tell you right there on your iPhone. So it's that added step. So you no longer get those instant results on your wrist and your watch face. It's all in your Health app, and it's kind of less convenient, but the feature is back, so I'm not going to complain. Now, if you're having issues setting it up like a lot of people did, myself included, all you have to do is put your watch back on the charger for about 2 to 5 minutes. I put it back on, and it worked for me and many others. So for some reason, this re-triggers something in the watch and just makes it work. So the Series 9, 10, and Ultra 2 that were sold in the United States after January 15th of 2024, when the ban was started, is affected. If your watch had the feature before the ban or was bought internationally, nothing changes. It's going to stay the exact same. So if yours ends with a model LW/A, this includes you, unless if you have a Series 6, 7, or 8 that was sent in for repair. Unfortunately, if you have a Series 6, 7, or 8 and you did send in for a repair, your blood oxygen is still disabled. I'm not really sure why this is or why Apple hasn't turned on the feature for you guys, but you're going to still be stuck in the dark. So bottom line, blood oxygen is fully back for eligible US users, but with a shift in where the magic happens. So let me know what your thoughts are on this, because I am so excited that this is finally back, because I really could not believe that Apple even released the Series 10 without this feature. But let me know with a comment down below, and while you're down there, if you want to hit like and subscribe, I'd appreciate that as well. And I want you to remember that today is a good day to make a great day, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.